Hello everyone, it's me Chris Lightdecker, and today I'm giving my predictions for the upcoming Pokemon Presents. Now, let's be honest, I'm gonna not watch the Pokemon Presents because there was this one Pokemon Presents where I was just so mad because it was just like useless garbage. I think it was like the Scarlet and Violet reveal trailer. Yeah, it was that Presents where all they show was mobile games and tournaments and trading cards. That's what they're gonna show. Freaking mobile games like Pokemon Unite, like basically all the stupid spin-off games like Mystery Dungeon. You know, like games I don't care about. The only games I care about are the main series Pokemon games. That's really all I care about. But no, they're gonna show off the mobile games, like trading cards, like what's happening in Japan, and like championships for the TCG game. That's what they're gonna show at the Presents. 100%. That's what they're gonna show. Now, do I want that? I don't care. I don't want that. I'd rather have something good. With that being said, you know, since I've been getting a lot of views lately on my YouTube channel, I might as well do these prediction videos more often. Now, what do I want to see? Well, let's start off with something we won't see. Something that will never happen because Game Freak. Yeah. I would love to see the virtual console. I want to see, you know, the original red, blue, and yellow GBC games, as well as gold, silver, and crystal. But you know what? I really want to see the Game Boy Advance Pokemon games, because that was like the generation I grew up with. I mean, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Leaf Green, and Fire Red. And you know what? Leaf Green is the first Pokemon game I've ever played. And because of that, I went back and bought all the games in the series. Get this, when I first got into Pokemon, I was all like, did I get beat? I bought the same game. But it turns out, depending on your version, you know, different Pokemon will appear. That's my introduction of Pokemon, and now, you know, I've been playing every single mainline series Pokemon games ever since. And honestly, how do I feel about Scarlet and Violet? Meh. That's how I feel about it. Meh. Now, a lot of people have been wanting, Pokemon Black and White 3, you know, to be on the Switch. I mean, I did enjoy Black and White. Can't say for the anime, but I did enjoy the games. But honestly, you know, do we really need a remake? I mean, look what happened to Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Pokemon's biggest disappointments. I mean, that's just sad. Are we going to hear any information on Pokemon Legends ZA or ZA, or however you pronounce that game? Maybe. Probably not, because it's Game Freak and they rather focus on, you know, mobile games. But we're lucky if you get any mention of Pokemon Legends ZA. You want to know what I really want to hear? I know this will never, ever, ever happen, but just think. What if we get a remake or a port? I'm fine with either. If they bring Pokemon Colosseum and XD Gale of Darkness to the Switch. By the way, I know I didn't mention this, but I'm going to mention it right now. When I was talking about the Game Boy Pokemon games, I really want all those games on the eShop instead of the NSO, because remember, Nintendo Switch Online games, you don't own those games. You're just renting them. It's a subscription. I'd rather own the game. You know, pay like, I don't know, like $4.99, $10, whatever. I mean, I don't mind paying $10 for a Pokemon game on the Switch if it means that I can keep it and not rent it. I mean, that's what I really want. Pokemon XD Gale Darkness and Colosseum were the two GameCube exclusive Pokemon games. And let me tell you, those games are fun. One thing I hate about Pokemon is like, oh, we must respect our Pokemon. Like, if you watch the anime, all they ever talk about is bonding with your Pokemon. You know, level them up, strengthen them. Like that's all boring crap to me. You want to know why you want to know why XD Gale Darkness and Coliseum were the best games in my opinion? Because in those games, get this, you get to steal other people's Pokemon. The main character from Coliseum was once a bad guy. He was a bad guy from an evil team. No other trainer has that backstory, which is really cool. And then they sort of ruined it with XD Gale Darkness. But you know what? I'm gonna let that game slide because at least with XD Gale Darkness, you could save anywhere in the game. Where in Coliseum, you had to find these PCs that were, you know, scattered throughout the overworld. Because if you couldn't find one, you couldn't save your game, which I prefer that improvement in XD Gale Darkness. And those games are really hard to find. I'm glad I got both of my copies back in the day. I remember I found a used copy of Coliseum in GameStop one day, and I bought that for like what, $20, you know, back in the early 2000s, and I still have it to this day. I prefer XD Gale Darkness over Coliseum. Yeah, Coliseum has the better story, but XD Gale Darkness has Shadow Lugia. I don't know. I like both of them. If Game Freak can find a way to bring that game series back, I'll be happy. They're very good games. I would love to play that on the Switch. I don't care. I'll buy those games again. I'll replay it. I don't care. If it means I can have those games on the Switch portably, I'm all in. I'm all in. And you know what? If you're gonna remaster the game, please let there be an option where you can play as a girl trainer. That's all I'm asking. Let you play as a girl. It doesn't have to be like a, you know, sequel or prequel. Just find a way to bring those games on the Switch. Have a new story in general. I don't know, with all Pokemon from all generations, but that same idea where they're all shadow and you go out and capture them. You like steal it. You're basically stealing Pokemon and purifying them to make them good again. That's the whole point of XD Gale Darkness and Coliseum. Please, Game Freak, please bring those games back. I love those games. Well, I thank you all for watching my predictions video. I know this, actually it's more of a wish list. They're probably gonna talk about boring mobile games, but we'll see. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we see some GameCube games on the Switch, even though GameCube has no NSO on the Switch yet. Anyway, bye.